The last 2 decades, Russia is opening up to the West. But what ideas do Western people have about this country? What are these stereotypes? We ask some experts and people in the street about their images of Russia.
Cold? Mafia?
Red Square?
A lot of strange music.
The women are very beautiful and the men are very ugly.
Drunk people, maybe, yes.
Putin?
Putin.
And Putin?
We ask a sociologist and a lecturer of the Glasgow University in Scotland about her professional opinion in the field of stereotypes.
Where do stereotypes come from? It's a natural ability of human mind to create some kind of simplified versions of behavior, patterns of behavior, personalities, ideas, just to make our life a bit easier, a bit more predictable.
I studied Slavic and East European studies, and for these studies I went to Russia for an internship. When I was at school, I got to know a boy who came from Russia, and when he introduced me to his parents, I heard them speak in Russian, and I thought it was a really pretty language, and I told myself that one day I would understand what they are saying or what Russian people are saying.
The Belgian journalist Jan Baliau, who has been collaborating with Russia, gave his professional opinion about this country.
The first time I went there, it was still communist era. An uncle of mine said, "Are you really sure? Because I don't think you will come back." So that was the stereotype that was living at that time in Western Europe about let's say the countries with the communist system.
What do Belgians think when they hear Russia?
I think about vodka.
Vodka, of course, I'm sorry.
The vodka.
I expected that Russians would drink a lot of vodka, but when I was there, I noticed that they actually drink a lot of beer and not that much vodka.
It's a bonding factor between people. You are not friends if you haven't been drunk together. So you have to pass one night drinking a lot of beer, alcohol, vodka or whatever, and then you are real friends.
And what do they think about Russian women?
There are a lot of beautiful women over there. Like everyone looks like, how is it called, a Victoria's Secret model.
I saw very nice ladies.
They say that Russian women are the most beautiful in the world. I think that's partly true. But there, I think the thing that people don't understand is the difference in character or psychology. I don't know exactly how to explain it, but people from Belgium and Russian people have different mood swings. We are more moderates like this, while Russians are more like this, and it's very difficult to mix that together.
Russian people are very religious, I think, and also very closed people.
When I visited the Soviet Union in the 80s, I didn't find people very religious.
Is Russia a religious country or not? To answer to this question, we came to the Orthodox Church in Leuven, Belgium.
It is correct in that sense that that Russia is an Orthodox country. There's many churches, and when people come there to visit, the first thing they see a church. The cupola is beautiful, it's attractive. To what extent this is an expression of the Russian or not Russian, I think it's ambiguous, because not all Russians are Orthodox.
We asked lecturers and students at school what they think about Russian culture.
Long, rich culture. I think of piano, I think of big writers.
I think it's a very funny country where a lot of people do stupid things and film things like that.
Western people nowadays don't know Russia really well, and they're separated from Russian culture. They don't hear a lot of it.
Russian, Soviet people read a lot, and they honor their literature. So, and they also know, they knew better the history of Western Europe and the geography of Western Europe than, for instance, the Americans know of Western Europe. So that was a stereotype that was told to me before, and that I found when I went there, that was really true.
Where do these stereotypes come from?
What I've seen on television, documentaries or series.
Yeah, those about women and the men I got from my friend, and the others from history classes.
Because stereotypes are kind of related to subconscious world, they are very easy to be exploited in mass media. Definitely mass media invest in creating stereotypes. But at the same time, good journalism probably is where the stereotypes are questioned, at least.
There's a Belgian journalist, Martin Heijlen. He went to Russia 2 times, so I followed his experiences in Russia. I think it was really interesting. He went to a lot of different places, also in Siberia and the eastern side of Russia.
So I think that's the main function of journalists, especially dealing with Russia, is to try to picture what is really going on in the country without any ideological viewpoint attached to it.
Stereotypes, they are based on this crucial division between us and them. And as soon as we need to distinguish us from them, it's always about being different in terms of color, race, ethnicity, culture, and it's not necessarily negative, and it's just difference.
Я вам благодарна. Спасибо. До свидания. До свидания.